Hi guys. I want to thank you all for joining me again today. Um, Another weekly update as to what's going on. Um, I want to start out by saying uh, patience is one thing that I am struggling to have and learn. Um, I was originally diagnosed with my cancer on the 22nd of January. And between then and now, the only answer I have gotten, which I have many questions for, the only answer I have gotten is what stage that my melanoma is at. And it's a T4B. I may have misled some of you last week inadvertently and completely because of my ignorance of the whole staging situation. My body is not stage 4. My melanoma is a stage T4B, which is the worst that I could have. It means that there's a good probability that it could spread to other parts of my body. But as far as overall, I am not a stage 4. The question is, well, what stage am I? Well, that's a question I want to know too. Very badly. This is the thing that has exposed my lack of patience in a big way. I am having a hard time getting answers about anything. I visited the Vanderbilt oncologist last week, and she's the one that staged my melanoma at T4B. So she set up an MRI for my head because of the 6 concussions that I've had and the seizures that come with that. They were concerned. They didn't want me seizing out on them during the surgery to remove this thing. So I had that done the day before yesterday. They said within the next 24 to 36 hours you will probably get a call letting you know the results. So, well, the doctor's office where I would be getting that call from sent me a text today stating that their phones were down due to the recent tornado that we had come through Nashville. And I understand I can't control the weather. Nobody can control the weather. That's things that are out of our control. But there's still email. There's still other ways of letting me know. And as of this recording, I still haven't heard anything. I was told that a PET scan would be lined up for me, which is a full body scan to see if the cancer has moved to any other parts of my body. I have yet to hear anything about that. I was told that the surgery would be soon after all of this was done. I've yet to hear about that. I originally was told that the surgery would take place within a week or two after I was originally diagnosed in January. Yet here I am. And here he is. He's covered up today. I have this thing that is really, it bleeds quite a lot now. It's like a sponge with blood. Anytime I wear old t-shirts now to help it to air out, they are just soaked with blood. So, yeah, I am in dire need of some patience, but I am in more dire need of some answers. Um, this prolonged period with not knowing anything, and meanwhile this thing continues to grow, and God only knows what it's doing to the rest of my body. Um, it's starting to weigh heavily on my sanity, on my patience, on my ability to, how do I put it, to keep an even keel, to stay in the middle, on the level. And different ones are saying, well, you need to go down there to the office and everything. You need to do this. You need to press them to get answers. Well, that's well and good, but when I still don't know anything yet, or we're waiting, I would like to at least know something. I don't care if it's bad news at this point. I want to know something. But this thing is really starting to affect my mental capacity a lot more than what some of you who know me, a lot more than the lack of mental capacity I already have. It's affecting my ability to make good judgments, to stay calm, and it's even affecting my outside life. I had an incident happen last night at a hockey game. It was completely uncalled for on my part. Yes, there were extenuating circumstances that brought it on. There was a couple of illegal, not in a law term, but in a hockey term, things that happened to me and a couple of teammates. And normally, in any other situation, I would have just blew it off, told my guys, just play through it, blow it off, don't let it affect your game. But I was not in the frame of mind that I should have been last night to play. With all of this weighing on me, it was not a good situation. I dishonored the game. I dishonored my team. I dishonored the opposing team, including one player. I dishonored my future family members. I already call them family. I dishonored them last night because they were there to watch me. And I want to apologize for that to everybody involved. That's not me. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, yes, I would have been a lot more of an agitator. Not so much to the point of what I did last night, but that's what I was known for years ago. I would stir the pot and try to get under the opposing team's skin. Even drop the gloves a few times. But as I've gotten older, up until last night, I thought I had outgrown that. And again, I apologize for that last night. I won't go into the details. I'm trying to put it behind me. It's weighed heavily on my heart all day today. That and just waiting for this phone to go off and somebody on the other end giving me some type of answer about what's going on with my body. I don't use that as an excuse. Yes, I was under a severe amount of stress, but I've usually been very good at handling stress. But last night I didn't. And I'm asking you guys to help me. I asked you to help me, but there's really nothing you can do except for offer your prayers and support. I feel like a caged animal right now because this long period of not knowing anything is really starting to get to me. I'm losing sleep a lot. I go to bed 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And when my fiance gets up to go to work, I usually wake up and I'm up then. So that gives me about 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. And I need you guys' help. I need your help. Encouraging words, always. I'm not looking for attention. I'm just needing, more than anything, I'm needing answers. And I need this thing to be removed from me. It's not a painful thing. It's not, the tumor's not painful. It's just irritating at this point. I sit in a chair and after a few minutes I sit up. My shirt has stuck to me. If I do sit in a chair or somewhere without a shirt, I have to put a towel behind me so it doesn't bleed on the furniture. It's just very irritating at this point. And I need things to start happening. I played hockey last night because they still haven't cut it off. They haven't opened me up and cut this thing out of me. I want to play as much hockey as I can until that day, because once they do, I will be immobilized for quite some time. But I don't want to play hockey the way I played last night. That was not me. That was an embarrassment. And I let it get to me, and I shouldn't have. When things start affecting the part of my life that is the most fun part of my life, outside of my relationship with my fiance and my kids, that bothers me a lot. And hockey is my release, but I cannot let it be a release like that. Again, I ask for your prayers and your support. I want to stay positive. I want to stay positive. And up until last night, I've really done a good job, in my own opinion. And I'm my biggest critic. But I cannot stay positive for too much longer without some answers. So I don't want this to be a negative video, but I had some things that I needed to say to individuals in particular. So I again want to apologize for last night, and it will not happen again. It will not happen again. I will pack up the gear if I allow it to happen again. But I really, that old funny quote, funny prayer, if you want, Guy asks God, says, God, I need patience and I need it right now. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. Uh, I I need this ball rolling. They haven't even suggested a chemo treatment plan or anything for me. January 22nd till now, I've got no answers. I get passed from one clinic or one specialist to another. I think I've found my landing zone at Vanderbilt, but no surgery will be done until tests are done, and only one has been done, and it's beyond the waiting time for me as far as getting the answers for it. So I have 2 or 3 more tests that are supposed to be done. They haven't been scheduled. They're supposed to be done before my surgery can take place. It's gotten to the point, I know it, don't be shocked by it because I'm not that serious about it yet, but it's gotten to the point where I've considered taking a very hot knife and just slicing this thing off. I'm watching it grow every week, every day. Started out as a freckle 19 months ago, and it's now the size of a hamburger patty. And I just really need you guys to encourage me. So, again, I apologize for this being such a downer video, but I needed to apologize for other things as well. Yeah, I need some relief very soon. So, you guys continue to encourage me, and I'll try to continue to be encouraging to you in every way I can. I want to acknowledge those who have lost loved ones, homes, their entire lives, livelihood to the recent tornadoes here in Nashville. Such a devastating thing. So much destruction. It's amazing, though, past couple of days, seeing the outpouring of support from perfect strangers all around the state and other states as well. People have poured in here to offer their support and their backs, their hands, their tools, anything they can to help. Tennessee is showing the rest of the country now why it's called the volunteer state, because so many people have just stepped up on their own accord. I have some friends that I was going to go help today, and I forgot all about it. And with us having one car, I let my fiance go off to work, and I had no car to get over there, so I apologize to them if they watch this. I'll try to get over there tomorrow. Put myself a reminder on my phone or something. But anyhow, you guys stay strong. I will do my best to stay strong. Lift each other up any way you can. Encourage each other. And I will try to do the same myself. So, I love you guys. Keep praying. Keep praying. So, you guys have a good rest of the day. Have a good weekend. And go do epic things.